Hey everyone. So, let's finally get around to doing a budget guitar review. Now, for this particular price point, I'm going to show you one of the best bang for your buck guitars available, so stick around. Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, first things first, I want to let everyone know that I'm going to start diversifying the channel a little bit. We're going to do some different types of content on here, from movies and pop culture, music reviews, current events, sports, etc., etc. I'm still going to do the studio stuff, and we're still going to do the product reviews, but we're also going to do guitar videos, some in the studio kind of stuff. We're also going to have a radio show every Saturday night from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I will put the link below in the description. It'll probably be a couple of weeks before we get that up and running. But we're going to feature local, unsigned, and indie label hard rock and heavy metal acts from all across the country. So hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll know every time new content is posted. Okay, two things I want to get out of the way first before we get into our guitar review is I want everyone to take a second and go visit my friend Kimmy Rudolph at metaldeli.com. She does a podcast / radio show where she features the best in local, unsigned, indie label, small label, and even some, I believe, major label bands from all over the world. So like I said, hit her up. It's metaldeli.com. And she's always posting when the new podcasts are going to come out, so keep an eye out for that. Second thing is I just finished working on an album, mixing, mastering, producing for David Sin, and his new EP is going to be called Hypomania. It's heavy metal meets electronica, progressive, heavy guitars, heavy drums, heavy bass, synthesizers, the whole nine yards. Interesting mix of music, and it will be out, I believe, August 23rd, which is next Friday. Anywhere that you can stream music. It's going to be on Spotify, YouTube, all that stuff. We're also going to have it on our channel here, so check that out. It's David Sin, Hypomania, comes out next Friday, August 23rd. So, I guess this is what many of you were waiting on me to finally get around to doing on this channel, and that is a guitar review and demo. Well, since we've been talking budget, we're going to show you a wicked budget guitar from the legendary Jackson guitars that surely will not disappoint. Okay, so what I've got for you guys today is the Jackson JS32 Dinky in transparent black finish. At first glance, guys, this thing's flawless. Excellent fit and finish. It just feels nice in the hands. Yeah, this thing's very comfortable. It's classic Super Strat style, but with an arch top and a string through design with a Tune-matic style bridge that you'd normally find on, say, a Les Paul. Coming in at a price point of $300. This puts it into the lower price range of guitars aimed at the absolute beginner or that player who's ready to move up from their off-brand bargain barrel guitar into something inexpensive but carries that brand reputation of quality. And damn, does Jackson ever deliver. Okay, so this thing features a poplar body with a quilted or flamed maple cap, string-through body design, rock maple neck with a 12 to 16-inch compound radius amaranth fretboard, mother of pearl shark fin inlays, and the classic Jackson headstock. This thing is ready to shred. You've got the binding around the headstock and down the fretboard, which, I mean, guys, it just looks flawless. Three-way switch, single volume, single tone. Now, this particular model has the Tune-matic style bridge set up. Now, I do think the current models, this one's a few years older, but I do believe the current models have a Fender style hardtail bridge. So you've got individually adjustable saddles and all that nice stuff. But the Tune-O-Matic style is still available on the 7 and the 8-string guitars from Jackson in the same model. If I have any complaints, it would be with the tuning keys and maybe the pickups. And honestly, that's to be expected at a guitar at this price point. The tuning keys aren't quite as smooth as I'd like. They're not as smooth as they are on, say, my expensive Jackson RR5s and RR1s. And the pickups, they really aren't that bad. I just prefer a little more warmth, a little more output. But these Jackson humbuckers are absolutely serviceable. I mean, you can do a gig with the Jackson pickups, no problem. Like I said, it's all a personal preference thing. I prefer the Duncans, but as I said, these aren't bad. But, you know, it's the only complaints I have. Tuning keys, maybe the pickups. Now, the neck and the fretboard are the real highlight of this guitar. Now, as a lot of you know, I've played Jackson Randy Rhoads models for years, and the fretboard in this thing feels really, really close to what I'm used to. I'm a massive fan of Jackson's compound radius fretboard and the jumbo frets. Neck's a little beefier than my RR5s in the back. It's not quite as thin. It's definitely not a thick neck at all. It's a rather thin neck. Not quite as thin as my RR5s, not quite as thin as, say, the Ibanez Wizard neck or the Wizard 2, but it's still comfortable as hell to play. Thing's also 24 fret, so there's a little more versatility here. All in all, this thing is a beast. It feels solid, plays beautifully, and looks absolutely badass. Overall quality is honestly comparable to guitars that cost twice as much or more. So check out sweetwater.com. The Jackson JS32, highly recommend for a budget guitar. You cannot beat a guitar. You cannot beat this guitar in this price range. I would venture to say you could probably go up a few $100 and you still couldn't beat this guitar. So definitely check it out, the Jackson JS32. Can't beat it. Alright, since this is a review of a Jackson guitar, I figured we'll do a little bit of Randy Rhoads for you. So see what she sounds like and see how she plays.